What up, boys? Hope you guys are doing pretty well. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're having a good weekend. Weather is a little inclement here in Georgia at the moment, so I'm stuck inside and we're going to fly some cargo again in the 727 because I freaking like it. We're not using the SIVA today. I had one successful flight with it and it works okay, and I think I understand how to use it, but it seems to do this weird micro stutter thing. I think that's what's causing it. Like if you go to this view and rotate around, you can see it's pretty smooth, but when the SIVA is doing it, it seems like there's a frame hiccup or something. So not gonna bother with it today. Should be super easy because we're not using anything but nav radios. VOR to VOR. There's only two between here and Albuquerque. We're currently in Phoenix. Not a super long flight either. We've got 286 nautical miles, which won't take us too long at all. Haven't done anything, as you can see. No switches on. Go ahead and get the weight and balance of the plane set up. See, zero fuel weight we're looking for today, 131.5, and we are at 128.45. And the center of gravity is pretty good right there. And total fuel, block fuel, we need 20,000 pounds. And we are currently at what? 25? 20,010 pounds? That's perfect. That works. And while I'm thinking of it, we can use that to go ahead and set our speed bugs now. So we got V1 and V rotate both the same, 122 knots. V2 at 134. Flaps 20 departure, flaps 15 at 144. And 164 will be flaps 5 here, and flaps clean at 200. And for IAS climb, I'll go 220. That usually works pretty good. And we'll leave it there, get it started, go into the settings, GPU card connected. Battery on. Ground power connected. Go ahead and set up the air conditioning. We're going east, so we're doing odd numbers. We'll go 31,000. I think landing altitude in Albuquerque is what? 5,335. 355. Sort of hydraulic system. Here's a question for anybody who flies the 727. The tail skid is always on the hydraulic panel here. And you can see the tail skid is actually deployed back there. I'm not sure how to retract that. Looked all over the cockpit for any sort of button or something, and there's nothing as far as I can tell. Do a little testing. Navigation lights on. And let's see, weather 122.0.
Wind, Kilo, Papa, Hotel, X-ray, airport information, Gulf, 2251, Zulu, weather, wind, 020 at 10, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 31, dew point, -5, altimeter 2988, advise on initial contact, you have information, Gulf.
Information Gulf. Let's see what frequencies we got here. Clearance delivery 118.
Kilo.
Ground control 119.
Delivery idea at 140.
750.
Never.
No real ATC, so we'll just go up to cruising altitude 31,000.
Alpha 65 Foxtrot, clear to Rome via the Birdo 6 departure, Lorcan transition, flight plan route, depart runway 24 right, squawk 0526.
0526.
Hi, Italia, 65 Foxtrot, transition via 24 right, emergency departure, Laura transition on the box 05.
Alpha 65 Foxtrot, read back fast, ATIS Hotel, contact Haven 122.7.
122.7, Italia, 65 Foxtrot.
Ground control there and tower frequency 118.7. Go ahead and set up our VORs too. There's only two, which is super easy. St. John's and then Albuquerque, and then from Albuquerque we'll be on vectors to a final approach. Figure out what that is when we get a little bit closer. So St. John's is 112.3. Right there, set up already 112.3. Both sides. Probably get the DME when we get it into the air. So from a 236 radial to St. John's. So for departure that would be 059 degrees. Wait, no, 055 degrees.
WestJet 431, give way to 2, going into the ramp in front at Romeo. The second one's an Airbus 320 under, so.
Okay, give way to the aircraft coming in, signal on them, so ship 131.
055. And we'll have a peek at the weather in Albuquerque and take a guess at what runways we're probably going to be using there. Winds 320 at 5 knots. What are our options? Probably going to be runway 26. Alright. And we'll come back to that in a minute.
Thank you, Encore 35,
Altimeters are set.
21.9.
Radios are set.
Encore
We can go ahead and start APU. Hydraulic pumps, hydraulic systems are already on. APU here, so we can see voltage reading on there. We can go ahead and switch it onto the bus. Double check. Click and hold 3 seconds. And EGT is moving.
Thank you, Encore 35, 20, ground 21.9.
Ground 21.9, Encore 35.9.
The sounds in this plane are so good.
Leave the Jazz, dash up your left side, it's going to go south on Alpha. As you make the turn on a Charlie, just sequence behind you.
Alright, Bravo, Charlie, and we'll sequence it behind the Jazz.
Waiting for these guys. There we go. On to the bus. APU light is on, and we can disconnect our GPU. What are our winds here? 020 and 10. So we will take off. What runway?
Leave the Jazz, dash up your left side, it's going to go south on Alpha. As you make the
7
turn on a
left,
Charlie,
right behind us.
behind
So
you.
push back into the right.
Alright, Bravo, Charlie, and we'll sequence it behind the Jazz. Encore, right?
Hang on a second. Turn this down so our ears don't bleed when I press enter.
All right, Captain, got the directions.
Thank you.
Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
403,
think
give
we're
way
pretty
to
much ready to go.
the Emperor, number 2 off the right side there. Taxi on Alpha, thank you.
Give the Emperor, the effort and Georgia, and that's what goes with me.
Alright, thank you. Apron is 122.27.
Very good, have a good day.
Wind of heat on. Go ahead and arm our auto brakes on RTO. Transponder is set and on. Wait a little bit on the pitot. Let's go get our beacon. This is really cool. I figured this out the other day. If we look up here, snow smoking, fasten seatbelts. Where is it? Over here, ground crew call. Check this out. And voila.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Starts your better pushback. How freaking cool is that? Double check our beacons on. It is.
That is 934. The way I check you on the right side. We'll see what's behind you at the intersection.
Thanks, Jed, 934.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Turn on the weather radar and just give him a good old blast of radiation.
Holding short Alpha Lima.
Hello, Western 2702, ground runway 248. Information with altimeter 3020, taxi Bravo Charlie.
24 right 3020, taxi Bravo, Charlie, Western 2702.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. 5 pass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
There you go.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Check. Hydraulic and fuel pumps are on. Go ahead and start number 3. Into waited for 100%. Why is that not moving? Oh, probably helps if I had the pack off. Let's try this again.
Morning, Western 2702, holding short Alpha Lima.
Hello,
Packs
Western
off. We need the
2702,
PSI
ground
above
runway
30.
248. Information with altimeter 3020, taxi Bravo Charlie.
24
There we go.
right
Now we got pressure.
3020, taxi Bravo,
Take 2.
Charlie, Western 2702.
Now she's moving.
Turn 7282 off your right side. There's Rouge 67 on Charlie. Behind him, taxi Charlie. Caution jet blast, tower 1835.
Alright, behind Rouge, on the Charlie, good, thank you.
Alright, number 3 low pressure light is off. Close that guard.
Turn 7282 off your right side. There's Rouge 67 on Charlie. Behind him, taxi Charlie. Caution jet blast, tower 1835.
Alright, behind Rouge, on the Charlie, good, thank you.
And there's 20%. There you go. Number 1, low pressure's off. Close the guard, and last one, 2.
Thank you. Western 431, towers 18.7. Have a good one.
7 Western 431, have a good day.
You too. Air Canada 591, towers 18.7 to you as well. So long.
Is that number 2? So for the flight director, we've got go around, which we're going to use for takeoff. We'll just follow this. Once we get in the air, we'll switch that over to heading for a minute and adjust the descent angle there. Alright, number 2 is on. I'm going to close the guard. guess those should be on flight, but I don't care.
18.7.
Engines are on. Double check these are generating power.
You do. Air Canada 591, tires 18.7 fuel as well. So on.
Alright, engine generators are on the bus. So we can turn our packs back on,
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
kill the APU bleed and the number 2 bleed, and we can turn off the APU. Parking brake.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Freaking love the APU sound. Galley power, come on now.
Runway 24 right, information whiskey, altimeter 3019er.
And we'll do one more sweep when we get to the whole short line there. Alright, flaps 20 for takeoff. There we go, 20 selected, indicating.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
See ya.
Good day, Georgia. 7284 short Delta Tango.
Turn 728 ground, runway 24 right, information whiskey, altimeter 3015. Taxi Delta 5 and behind the WestJet 37 from your right on Charlie. Taxi via Charlie, tower 1835.
Thank you, my friend. We will see you later. And that's basically our taxi. Nice.
This is 2702, you're going to see traffic off your left side, 1900, he is with you, tower 1835.
Copy 1900, giving radar us, tower 18.
Alright, 7 laps, that's our runway. I'll park here for a second, do our final pre-flight checks. Let's go lights, inboards, outboards on, don't need taxis, runway turn off, strobes can come on, beacons already on, navigation lights good. RTO, transponder can go to TARA. We're going to get probe heat on. And action, we got window heat is on, probe heat is on, auto brakes are armed for RTO, ground spoilers are up, flaps are set 20 and indicating.
This is 2702, you're going to see
Switch this
traffic
over
off your
to
left side,
flight.
1900, he is with you, tower 1835.
Double check the 2 and APU bleeds are off, packs are on,
Tower 1835.
turn the Casper fan off, galley power is on, let's go. Actually, oop, one more thing. Tower. And departure frequency 119er .2. Phoenix, see ya. And double check the EPR limit is bugged there. Yeah, we're 2.3, 2.03, something like that.
Affirmative, exit Delta 4, cross runway 248.
Delta 4, cross 4 right air, 10-425.
Clear final. Big ol' 7 left on the runway there. That wind's not go. Alright.
WestJet 371 with 32014, gust 20, clear to land runway
Departure line 63 West 351.
Gear speed's alive. T's and P's are green.
80 knots. B1, rotate.
Yeah.
Tower Canada 859 Heavy for Canada 23.
Cat 859 Heavy to tower number 2, runway 23, 5 miles behind the 737.
Air Canada 859.
Naval 7661, exit Delta 4 and cross runway 248.
Delta 4 cross 248.
Gear up and off. Disarm the auto brakes.
Transat 953, contact departure 120.
128, today is from the main base.
WestJet 1118, tower line up runway 23, keep the bar.
Line up, be ready, WestJet.
WestJet 371, exit Hotel 2, contact ground 12165.
We contact departure. And there's 200 knots. Go flaps clean. Turn the autopilot on. Get on heading select. Altitude select. Double check that we were on the St. John VOR, which is 112.3.
WestJet 428, turn right there.
Selected, so we're picking it up now. Make a turn here to intercept that radio.
Find the 15000.
Departure WestJet 2690, 1900 times 5000.
WestJet 2690, departure, identifying time 7000.
7000 WestJet. Departure WestJet 2690, 1900 times 5000.
WestJet 2690, departure, identifying time 7000.
7000 WestJet
Switch out
2690.
to IAS mode. I'm going to climb there. We're already picking up the DME, so we can track this radio. So what we'll do is switch to nav lock. Get a VOR lock there. Get that to 147 miles.
WestJet 2594, contact center on 132.47. 3247, today WestJet 2594. WestJet 2594, contact center on 132.47. 3247, today WestJet 2594.
Just verify that we got everything cleaned up here. Flaps are up, no lights, gear is up and off. Auto brakes are disarmed. And what else we got going on here?
Order 941, contact center 133.3.
BJ, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Number 2 bleed is still off. And we got split needles, which is good, it means we're pressurizing. You can see climb right there. And the anti-skid is actually off. That's the first time. And it's closed.
Order
Alright.
941, contact center 133.3.
How you doing, my man? I don't know how I did that, or what I did.
WestJet 2690, turn right, there's a mobile on board.
Look up. We're above 10,000. Get the rest of these external lights turned off. seatbelts. You guys can walk around. I am flying from Phoenix to Albuquerque. We just left. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the weather in Albuquerque and see what we're doing here. Wind 320 at 5 knots. We're probably going to plan on runway 26. Flight number? I don't know. We're FedEx 466. You can choose a number if you want. There's an RNAV for 26, but I don't know. I don't think we could do an RNAV without the FMS. So we'll probably do a visual approach, and I guess they would give you vectors around the north side of the runway. You look at some approach procedures here. The RNAV 26.
Alright,
we're going to follow the RNAV profile, just with the approach plate here, but we'll have to make our own vector since we don't have real air traffic control. And speaking of which, probably get it on center frequency since we're out of Albuquerque's airspace and kind of far away, XATC. No center yet. Looking for Albuquerque center.
Westjet 2690, final 15,000.
15,000, Westjet 2690.
Westjet 2690, final 15,000.
15,000, Westjet 2690.
Alright, tracking this radial, the next one's going to be 059 degrees. I'll put the heading bug. It's not going to be a huge switch for us.
Bombardier 15,
18,000, there's a transition altitude, 2992.
2.6 for 3,000. Bombardier 15, radar identified, block code 4001. 4001 for Bombardier 15. Bombardier 15, ground approach. Yeah, it's Bombardier 15 and time at 2.6 for 3,000. Bombardier 15, radar identified, block code 4001. 4001 for Bombardier 15. Bombardier 15, climb 8,000. Climb 8,000, Bombardier 15. Bombardier 15, climb 8,000. Climb 8,000, Bombardier 15. Area 944, contact Toronto Center now 135.62. 35, a little bit of late top, 14,000 up. And light turbulence there, Canada 944.
Okay, 944, I check your mark. Area 944, contact Toronto Center now 135, that's 162.
35, 6, a little bit of late top, 14,000 up. And light turbulence there, Canada 944.
Okay, 944, I check your mark. Bombardier 15 for Ranger Ski Dog, of course.
Ranger direct T down, of course, Bombardier 15.
Bombardier 15 for Ranger Ski Dog, of course.
Ranger direct T down, of course, Bombardier 15.
Route 1654 on the 15,000.
15,000, 1654.
Route 1654 on the 15,000.
15,000, 1654. Quarter 219, 216 for 3,000.
Quarter 219, departure time 11,000.
911,000, quarter 219.
The IAS speed down a little bit. The climb speed back up. Temporarily, Nate. We got about 5,500 to go.
Quarter 219, 216.
The fuel weight any higher than this,
Quarter
it
219,
really
departure time
does not like to
11,000.
climb very much.
911,000, quarter 219.
Although I think the service ceiling is pretty low in this plane anyway. Let's see what it is. Boeing 727 service ceiling. Yeah, 36,000 feet basically.
Archer Canada 406, 2200 for 5,000.
Air Canada 406, departure, identify time 7,000.
7,000, Air Canada 406. Departure Canada 015 is with you off of runway 5 out of 2003.
SMI first, Air Canada 406, turn right here, Calscat on course.
departure Air Canada 015 is lifting off of runway 5 out of 2000. CMI for Air Canada 406, turn right here, Calcutta on course.
Calcutta on course, Air Canada 406.
Air Canada 015, heavy departure, radar identifying time 7000. 7000, Air Canada 015. Air Canada 406, unplayable 230.
Unplayable 230, Canada 406.
See, so the second leg after St. John's VOR is to Albuquerque. It is 121 nautical miles, and we are 75 out from St. John. Probably could pick up number 2. Let's go 113.2, 195. So I'll track that DV on this side. Still see our distance there on the top right anyway. So once we get to 0, we'll switch up to 159, and we'll make 113.2 active on the nav on the side. This is the number I'm more concerned with at the moment. We'll just switch our heading about 2 degrees to the right. It's not really going to make too big of a difference. 29,500 getting there. You can see it doesn't want to climb too much more. Bring down our indicated airspeed to 200 knots. That'll get us there. Back to over 1,000 on the vertical speed. Total airspeed is dropping a little bit. You're going up there, boy. 1,000 to go. I'm not going to worry about radar minimums for the approach because we're doing a visual approach anyway. I'm guessing. Double check there's no clouds or anything. Clouds clear below 20,000. So no big deal for us. So the Albuquerque VOR, I want to be at about 10,000 feet. Which means cruising altitude is 31,000, so 10,000 we've got the difference of 21,000 feet. So I'm going to start descending about 63 miles before the Albuquerque VOR. About 120 miles to go. 64 to the first checkpoint. Come on, baby, you can do it. 300 to go.
4127, departure time 8,000. 8,000, 4127. Order 219, contact center on 1249er. Order 219, contact center.
Oh, good girl, you did it. 31,000. We're going to reduce the power a little bit. N1's about 92%. That'll do. Keep this nose up attitude while it tries to pick up airspeed here. 059 is going to be our course for the next VOR. So this is already tracking the second VOR, Albuquerque VOR, so we'll switch the first one over. This is what the plane is tracking at the moment. So it's 055 for us, 47 miles to go. Should be able to get Albuquerque center now. Roger 132.09.
Russia 518, climb level 270.
Climb flight level 270, Westjet 51.
Good day, taking a 404, 19.5, climb 230. Got a 404 center, good morning, climb flight level 350, actually flight level 330, and just keep the speed up there, keep your number 1 control. Okay, 330, and we'll keep the speed up again, 404.
Right, arrival ATIS 118.0. Done. Com 2. And approach 123.9er.
Westjet 518, climb flight level 29er, sir.
Climb flight level 290, Westjet 51.
Air Canada 404, do have some southbound traffic out there, flight level 350, so I'm going to make flight level 330 your final. Sure, no problem. 330 final, Air Canada 404.
Ooh, golf courses. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 points.
Westjet 518, climb flight level 310.
Climb flight level 310, Westjet 518.
Roger.
There we go. Now the airspeed's coming up.
Kennedy 68 Heavy Center, good morning, climb flight level 290 initially.
Climb now, flight level 290 at Kennedy 68.
Roger. Westjet 518, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370, Westjet 518.
Right. Korean Air 081 Super Center, Roger, good morning.
Rouge 1570 with you, 962 for 230.
Rouge 1570, Center, good morning, climb flight level 290.
Climb 290, Rouge 1570.
Roger.
Pay attention down here. 13 miles to go. We're going to switch to second frequency here, 113.2.
Kennedy 68, climb flight level 330.
Yeah, confirm 330 for Kennedy 68.
Air Kennedy 68, that's correct, flight level 330.
Air Kennedy 68, I'm now flight level 330.
St. John's Industrial Air Park.
Rouge 2384, contact 336-350.
Rouge 2384 Heavy, I'll center roger, good morning. Go direct to Biglow.
Biglow, Rouge 2384. November 7 Juliet Whiskey 450.
7 Juliet Whiskey Tiger.
Alright, so we just crossed over, so going 1322, 1059 degrees. And now we're tracking the Albuquerque VOR, so 120 miles on both ones. That'll be the last one. Once we get to Albuquerque, that'll be vectors to final approach.
Air Canada 406, Johnson, good day, time level 3.
The RNAV looks crazy. There's like a spiraling 180 degree turn that puts you level at about 1.9 miles. That should be interesting. I feel like I'm going to overshoot that one.
Oscar Charlie, tell the traffic opposite direction for use near 12 o'clock 5 miles. This present track will just pass up your left side, same altitude.
Roger, and Oscar Charlie Hotel does have the traffic in place.
Perfect. Golf Alpha Romeo, opposite direction traffic in your left at clock 5 miles.
Again, 63 miles. About 65 miles from Albuquerque will start descending down to 10,000.
Hey Jackson, are you heading back to Waterloo?
Down to Waterloo area, next time.
Right. Oscar Charlie, tell surveillance service 10 minutes for Toronto, you collect your on-route frequencies.
Good, Oscar Charlie Hotel, thank you.
Bring our power back a little bit here. We're 554 knots ground speed.
Injection aim, sorry, say that again, sir?
Big off with the traffic.
Golf, zero, golf, perfect. Okay, Jackson, you want to stay on the lake shore or you want to go direct Waterloo? You'll be at 2,000 under the arrival.
We'll go direct, whenever you can.
Hey, Jackson, we're at direct Waterloo, now about 2,000.
Okay, not about 2,000, thanks.
Geez, Mach 0.85 in the that red tape. That's 565 knots ground speed.
1182.
Slow it down, bud.
You have her next.
You too, take care. Florida 44, Charles Air, identify, maintain 3000, turn left, heading 130, vectors on course.
Heading 130, maintain 3000.
Roger. Florida 44, turn left, heading 060.
Heading 060, 444.
We're at 10 miles to descent, so I'm going to start slowing down a little bit now.
Florida 44, contact departure 128.8, check in with heading.
2 days and a half, Florida 44.
Good night. Golf Alpha Romeo descent 2000.
Golf Alpha Romeo descending 2000.
Golf Alpha Romeo.
10,000 will put us about 5,000, a little under 5,000 above field elevation. And I believe the Albuquerque VOR is about 10 miles from the airport. 63, we missed it. Descend. Arm the out select. And looking for about 2,500 feet descent rate.
India X-ray Lima, not about 3,000 now.
Back off, right, X-ray Lima.
India X-ray Lima, affirmative, not about 3,000 now.
X-ray Lima.
Look at that, that is perfect.
Toronto General, this is Golf Echo Papa Quebec, Cessna 172.
X Papa back on.
Echo Papa Quebec has just departed from Grand Central Port. Currently on 2000 feet, requesting city tour.
X Papa back, squawk code 4726.
Quiet boy now.
X Papa back, identify 1,800 feet, not about 2,000, on 3997.
About 2,000, 29907 for Echo Papa Quebec.
Go medium auto brakes. Get that on now while I'm thinking of it. Check our ATIS. Albuquerque wind, still 3205 knots. Visibility 10 plus. Clouds clear below 20,000. Temperature 16, dew point -18. Precipitation none. Altimeter 3022. I'll put that on the standby altimeter.
4147, contact terminal 9128.8.
128, order 147.
Any extra Lima surveillance service terminated. Contact tower now 1660.
1660,
Albuquerque International Sunport Information Hotel. 2300 Zulu weather. Wind 310 at 5, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 14, dew point -10. Altimeter 3023. Arriving runways 26, 30, departing runways 21, 26, 30. Advise on initial contact you have hotel.
Information hotel. Sticking with runway 26, obviously. .30 would work. Is there an approach for 30? Right, let's see. No, only RNAV procedures for runway 8. Or sorry, ILS procedures for 03 and 08. RNAV for all the other ones. So, screw it, let's stay visual. Alright, so this is Albuquerque here, so we're basically gonna go into vectors here and follow this mountain around. Do like a 180, hopefully, for a visual approach. I'll go switch it over to our approach frequency, assuming that's the right one, 123.9.
Northwest 793, turn right heading 320. 320, Northwest 793.
Niner approach and tower is 120.3. Let's go 3023 on the altimeter. The air brakes out here. Spoilers.
793, turn right heading 320.
Spoiler alert.
793. Northwest 793, clear.
There's the runway.
At your discretion, 15 miles to the airport.
About 8 miles
3000 on discretion, Northwest 793.
VOR. Put a heading on here. Heading mode now. Let's see, what is our runway heading? I'll put that on the CDI for a visual reference. We got 261 degrees.
Northwest 793, clear to 3000 at your discretion, 15 miles to the airport. 3000 our discretion, Northwest 793.
Just double eagle. A little bit above the altitude I want to be at, so we'll go ahead and bring this down to 9,000. There we go, got the landing lights on for us.
Santa Fe Muni Information India.
Don't need you to
000.
Departure from perimeter trainer 7 with a request.
Northwest 793, turn right heading 330 for the localizer, cleared straight and ILS to runway 36.
330 heading, cleared ILS 36, Northwest 793.
Request 793, correct 5 miles to the localizer, intercepting 18 touchdown. Perimeter trainer 7, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We'd like to return for a vector approach to either 31 or 36.
8,300 put us 3,000 feet over field elevation. Since we're still a little bit high,
Perimeter trainer
keep going at about 2,000 feet per minute there.
then turn left heading 19.
We're roughly at 250 knots, so we're probably okay.
Yes, sir. To maintain 6,000, left turn to 195, perimeter trainer 7.
Of
Perimeter trainer 7,
course.
factors ILS runway 31, altimeter is 2997.
Trainer 7.
I'm going to go as wide as I can, because this thing does not handle particularly well when it's slow, and we're going to have to be slow when we're turning final. And pretty much set up for landing. Double check what we got going on here. Auto brakes are on medium.
Departure from perimeter trainer 7 with a request.
Northwest 793,
Seatbelts are on, our altimeter just set both sides. 3023.
runway 36.
330 heading, cleared ILS 36, Northwest
Start
793.
that turn.
Request 793, correct 5 miles to the localizer, intercepting 18 touchdown. Perimeter trainer 7, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We'd like to return for a vector approach to either 31 or 36 for a touch and go, and then vectored to whichever one's convenient for you.
Perimeter trainer 7, maintain 6,000, then turn left
External
heading
lights are on. Turn our
195.
runway floods off. We're on.
Northwest 793 with you, ILS 36. Good afternoon.
Put that away.
Northwest 793, Winnipeg Tower, good afternoon, altimeter is 2997, continue the approach, number 1, runway 36.
Northwest 793.
And start getting configured for landing here.
Northwest 793 with
VREF
you,
Speedbug
ILS
landing,
36.
set bug
Good afternoon.
129
Northwest
knots.
793, Winnipeg Tower, good afternoon, altimeter is 2997, continue the approach, number 1, runway 36.
Northwest 793.
Back Charlie left heading 200 for the inbound track, 3rd Street at NDB runway 18.
Left 200, go back starting, heading NDB runway 1.
Back to back Charlie, roger. Back Charlie left heading 200 for the inbound track, 3rd Street at NDB runway 18.
Left 200, go back starting, heading NDB runway 1.
Back to back Charlie, roger. Summit 102, turn right heading 300. 30010. Perimeter trainer 7, turn right heading 205.
205 for perimeter trainer 7.
Plane 300102.
Go ahead and take the plane from here.
Turn right heading 205.
205 for perimeter trainer 7.
Perimeter trainer 7, Mr. Approach when you're ready to copy.
We'd like to make this a touch and go if we can fit it in for perimeter trainer 7.
Roger, and then you want another vector to approach, Roger. Dave?
That's affirmative for trainer 7.
Okay, Mr. Approach clearance when you're ready to copy. Perimeter trainer 7, Mr. Approach when you're ready to copy.
We'd like to make this a touch and go if we can fit it in for perimeter trainer 7.
Roger, and then you want another vector to approach, Roger. Dave?
That's affirmative for trainer 7.
Okay, Mr. Approach clearance when you're ready to copy. Perimeter trainer 7, after the touch and go, you're cleared to the, just stand by 1.
1,000.
Overshot that one. Knew that was going to happen.
Sync rate.
Perimeter trainer 7, after the touch and go, you're cleared to the, just stand by 1.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Trainer 7, sorry, that's your approach when you're ready.
Trainer 7.
Perimeter trainer 7, on the touch and go, you're cleared to the point in EV to maintain 3,500. Climb heading 310 to 3,500 and expect radar vectors. Trainer 7, sorry, that's your approach when you're ready.
Trainer 7.
Perimeter trainer 7, on the touch and go, you're cleared to the point in EV to maintain 3,500. Climb heading 310 to
What is going on?
3,500. Perimeter trainer 7, turn right heading 235, clear to 2,600, 210 from touchdown. Perimeter trainer 7, heading 235, 2,600 feet. Perimeter trainer 7,
21.9er for ground. Flaps are up, spoilers are up.
Ground Spirit 510 and go over ready, come.
Spirit 510,
Start the APU.
009, is golf deck, right turn echo, hold short tango.
Echo Hotel Tango, Spirit 510. Go over ready, go.
Short 510, 6 left, altimeter 3009, 8 golf, deck, right turn echo, hold short tango.
Echo, hold short tango, for contact.
Ground, there's 1654, holding short Alpha Lima.
There's 1654, taxi left on Alpha, right turn on Delta to cross 3 through right, 6 left, altimeter 3009, 8 golf.
Left Alpha, right on Delta, across 33 right, and then hold short 6 left for 1654.
Grand runway 06 left, this is Golf, altimeter 3009, after Rouge, side of the way, taxi Bravo, hold short tango.
Bravo short tango after Rouge, Air Canada's, Maple 7721, holding code Alpha Lima.
7721, just stand by, I got a vehicle that's picking up its radio's not set, so just hang tight for a second.
Maple 7721, thanks. Maple 7721, holding code Alpha Lima.
7721, just stand by, I got a vehicle that's picking up Air Canada 690, just hold short of Tango there, I got FOD.
Short tango, Air Canada 690.
Air Canada 690, just hold short of Tango there, I got FOD.
Short tango, Air Canada 690.
Maintenance 27, just key the mic twice if you did retrieve the FOD. Right, and you're going to go off at the field at Alpha Lima, key twice again. Maintenance 27, thank you very much. Maintenance 27, just key the mic twice if you did retrieve the FOD. Right, and you're going to go off at the field at Alpha Lima, key twice again. Maintenance 27, thank you very much. Alright, Air Canada 690, right turn on Delta, cross runway 30 right.
Right turn Delta, cross 50 right, Air Canada 690.
Alright, Air Canada 690, right turn on Delta, cross runway 30 right.
Right turn Delta, cross 50 right, Air Canada 690.
We made it.
Follow the Air Canada right on the Bravo, then Delta cross 30 right, altimeter is 3009 east of Golf.
3009, no avoid, we'll pick up Golf, Bravo Delta cross 50 right, down to Air Canada, full time.
Landing was a little sketch there at the last minute. Have a look at that replay, see what it looks like.
Perimeter Trainer 7, turn right heading 280 for the localizer, cleared straight in ILS runway 31. Perimeter Trainer 7, right 280 for the localizer, cleared straight in ILS 31. Perimeter Trainer 7, a mile and a half to the
Retard.
Melon, what's up, dude? Thanks for the hosts. Missed a tricky landing. Doing pretty well. How about yourself? Holy cow, that crab. Told me the winds were 5 knots. Jeez, look at that windsock. What happened? Do you remember never to dip your unpowered wing? So like if you lose your right engine, you need to keep the right wing elevated. Did failures turn on? Watch this mess one more time, right on the end. Jeez. Easy. Slam it down. No crosswind correction. That wasn't my choice. I just slammed that thing on the ground. Just like it lost all lift completely. Too bad I couldn't land it right on the line. I swear to God that the ATIS did not say that winds were... What was it? See what's it doing right now. A 250 at 10 knots. Still, that looks like a more than... no way. Active Sky says 250 at 10 knots. I just landed runway 26. Something wonky going on with the weather. Had plans, my dude. I told you to get Takeoff. Got a good crew going with Deutsch and Kevin and I. You know what you gotta do. Fly what I want you. I've been kind of addicted to this thing. I think I got it like maybe a week ago. I did it for Tube Tuesday. I tried to do it with the SIVA. Had a hard time and finally figured it out. But the SIVA does like this weird thing where it causes like a frame hiccup. So I just did nav radios only. VOR to VOR. Dude, the cockpit's sick.
7721, follow the air handoff right on the Bravo, the Delta cross ridge right, Delta.
I love old school steam gauges and stuff. Especially with the engineer station back here, it's neat. Yeah, it's not the most beautiful plane in the world, but I mean the front of the fuselage and the cockpit area looks, I mean that's basically a 737 cockpit. I am super excited about the MD-11 that Rotate is working on though. It's going to be a day 1 buy for sure. Depends on what the tri-jet is too. I mean, this just looks like a really old plane. It's really hard to fly though. I mean, at low speeds, because there's so much weight on the back because of the engines, like it flies with a really high nose-up attitude, so you have a really high angle of attack. So it feels like it would be easy to stall the thing. Me too. Did you see that somebody is working on basically what's going to be the equivalent of like a Zebo 747? I can't remember the name of the guys that are doing it. I have a link to their Discord though. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know how far along they are in the process. Yeah, hang on a second. Here you go. Here's a link to their Discord. So he had some videos, like they're working on sound mods. He's working on functionality for the FMC. So he's got videos of the FMC working for like, you know, CG and like the whole, what do you call it, performance initialization page. It looks good. I'm excited about it. Especially like if you do anything that's a little bit better than the SSG 747s, I'll be happy. It just sucks that that's one of the most popular planes in the world in terms of flight simming, and we don't have any good ones available to us.
Encore 35 at 19 ground, continue Alpha Alpha Golf. Alpha Alpha Golf, Encore 35 19.
George 7361, you go.
Alright, Millen. We'll see you later, Gun. Thanks for the host. Lurkers, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Be back tomorrow, probably. See what the weather is doing. See if I'm actually flying tomorrow. Guys, take it easy. Love ya. See you next time. Peace.